Hello, today I'm going to look at antiX 25 Beta 2 because I wanted a sneak preview of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is probably actually the first thing I need to do is open my app select and search for mouse, it looks like. And change this mouse setting to left-handed button. There we go. And since it's beta, instead of loading that every time I start my system, I'm just going to test it first. So let me apply that. And it seems to be working. It is letting me click left-handedly. So I will just go right back to the mouse settings. And I'm going to check this box to load that every time my system restarts. And that way I don't have to keep switching my mouse to left-handed. So next thing I want to do is probably run this updater right here. And see about updating, because the only thing I've done so far is installed it and then installed Simple Screen Recorder. So I need to update everything. I like this desktop, that's real pretty. Okay, now that it's updated, I'm going to see about the software installer, and I'm going to look and see if they have screen key over here. Which I do not see screen key, so let me just go ahead and open a terminal. And I'm gonna install Git while I'm at it. Okay, so those are installed, and real quick I'm going to check if they work. Okay, let me get out of the terminal here and let me open a different terminal. So real quick, because of this thing right here. There's probably a way to fix that in this default terminal of antiX, but I just always use the other terminal. Okay. Okay, Git seems to be working. So I'm gonna open screen key. And it looks like it didn't do anything when I pushed enter, but it did because down here is the screen key indicator. And let me just change my preferences really quick. And it looks like screen key doesn't have the little eyedropper that it normally comes with. So I'm just going to, let's see, open Yad color. And I will use that eyedropper. And I'm just going to copy this and paste it right in here. And we'll select that and we'll exit out of here. Oh, I do want to show shift. Okay. Alright, so I do have a screen key working. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to want to do is check the software installer. And I'm going to look to see if they have OpenShot. And they do, so I'm going to go ahead and install that. Okay, and I'm going to see about opening OpenShot, and I'll look if that's working. Let me hide the tutorial and find a video. And drag it into the editor. And try to put it on the track 1 here. Okay, let's see if the preview works. Okay, so those are... Okay, yeah, it does. And try my razor tool. Cut that. Turn my razor off. And I'm just going to delete that. And then I'm going to attempt to export it and see if that works. So we're going to export my video. And I'm going to change it to MPEG-4 because on my other system this regular one doesn't work. and this. Okay, let me export it. Okay, let me open the file. And I'm going to see if that worked. Okay, so those are installed, and okay, so OpenShot seems to be working so far. So let me just exit out of here. And the next thing I want to do, the next two programs I always just use the app image of. I never install them. So I'm going to go find those programs. Okay, and this is the app image, so I'm just going to get that. And the other one I always use the app image of is Inkscape. Okay, so I'm going to let those download, and then I will test them out. All right. Checking out my CPU here. Alright, so I'm just going to create a project here. And I'll just use a template, let's see. I guess the Tappy Plane template. And I mainly want to make sure that the preview is running so that when you preview your projects, obviously you need the preview to work. It does seem to be working, but my CPU is really high, and that's probably a driver issue because I forgot that probably I should have installed the NVIDIA driver. So that seems to be working all right. I'm going to check out Inkscape. Okay, it seems to be saving and opening projects, so let me exit out of these. And those two seem to be working. So next, I probably should install the NVIDIA driver. So let's see. Okay, it's asking for my password. This isn't my user password. Because when I set up the install, I chose a separate password for root. So if you did that too, that's the password it's asking for right now. So let me really quickly turn off my show key thing. Okay, and go ahead and continue. Oh, one. Okay, so I'll probably have to reboot after this. Okay, so that's done. I'm just gonna exit that, and I think I'll go ahead and reboot. Alright, so I did reboot, and even though I chose the default antiX, before it was saying run it, and now since I've built the NVIDIA driver, it's saying init. So apparently if I want to load run it now, I would have to select that from the list because it's no longer associated with the default selection. So I did want to test gdevelop real quick with this new driver and see about that CPU when I run the preview anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna let it load up real quick. Okay, so we do have it loaded, and I'm gonna try to start the preview and see what the CPU looks like. So it's already lower than it was on the last driver. Oh, that's awful. Alright, and I noticed that it wasn't up at like almost 100 CPU. So that's probably better to use this driver than the other one. Okay, I've been using antiX 25 Beta 2 for a few hours now, editing those videos I took, deleting interruptions, speeding up installs and downloads. and that I've seen this video is already pretty long. So even though I had wanted to look at Hops Looped Window Manager, I think I'm going to end this video here, and my next video I'll just take a look at Hops Looped Window Manager in the antiX 25 Beta 2. So that's going to be it for this, and thank you for watching.